Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to tune in to this episode of the Mamahood After Trauma podcast. If you would like more of the Mamahood After Trauma community, make sure to look in the description of this episode for the link to become a Mamahood After Trauma Inner Circle member. Until next time, Mama, keep shining. Hello. Welcome to this bonus episode of the Mamahood After Trauma podcast. I am your host, Emily Cleghorn, and I'm excited that you've taken some time out of your busy mama schedule to join me for this episode. Today, we are going to be talking about healing through self-compassion. And specifically, we're going to be talking about imperfection and grace, and how those two things play a part in our healing journey. Now, if you are anything like me, as a mama, as a trauma survivor, you feel that there is no room for error. And that if you make a mistake, if you flub and something doesn't go the way that you think it should, you are a failure as a mom. Is that you? Does that resonate with you at all? I think it is so important for us as moms, as trauma survivors, to understand that we are human. And part of the human experience is imperfection. And our expectations of being perfect, showing no flaw at all, and doing everything perfectly is unrealistic, first of all, but also is a huge burden for us to carry because we've got so much going on. Being a mom is hard. Being a mom while also healing your trauma is immensely hard. And so when you are putting pressure on yourself to be perfect, you are causing yourself so much unneeded, unnecessary stress. But I want to talk for a moment on the root of this. As a coach, I show up for my clients in a way where I'm a soft place to land, but I will also give you the truth, even though it may be hard to hear. And the root of this need for perfection is because somewhere along the line, we were told, or we got the messaging, that we need to be perfect in order to be loved. Let that sit with you for a second. Do you feel the need to be perfect so that you can earn love? Do you? Be honest with yourself. Because let me tell you something, Mama. Love is not earned. If someone gives you love only because of what you can do for them, that is not real love. That is them using you.
That is them using you.
We interrupt this amazing conversation for a word from our sponsor. Are you tired of feeling like you're on an emotional roller coaster in mamahood? Ready to break free from the fear and frustration that's holding you back? Introducing Mama Untriggered private podcast series, a transformative 5-episode journey to help you calm your nervous system and reclaim your strength in mamahood. In each episode, we'll guide you through practical, actionable steps to understand your triggers, build your trigger toolbox, and harness the power of community for support. Say goodbye to those moments of overwhelm and hello to more peaceful, empowered you. You didn't become a mama to spend your day on edge. It's time to take control of your emotional well-being and create a positive, joyful experience for you and your littles. Ready to break free from the emotional roller coaster? Subscribe now to the Mama Untriggered private podcast series and start your journey to a calmer, happier mamahood today.
You are worthy of love simply because you are here. You were born worthy. And so when things are imperfect and you are able to give yourself grace and not beat yourself up, that is huge. You're releasing so much unnecessary pressure for yourself. For so long, I struggled with the fact that if my house was a mess, if I didn't have a house that looked like it wasn't lived in, I was a failure. Until one day, I realized I've got 2 kids under the age of 6, okay? Toddlers, essentially, who are learning, who are playing, who are happy. I've got a lot on my plate, just as you probably do. And I am one person. And when I say yes to frantically cleaning my house and holding these high expectations for myself, I am saying no to being present with my kids. I am saying no to working on my business and showing up for you here. I am saying no to being present in my marriage. When you say yes to one thing, you are saying no to many other things. So what are you saying yes to? And in turn, what are you saying no to? Your yes is precious. Who and what you give your yes to directly impacts your life, your happiness, your ability, your capabilities in what you are able to do. So if you've got this vision of what you want your life to look like, and you're saying yes to things that don't align with that, It's going to make that goal really hard to achieve. And so we have to be able to allow imperfection, and we have to be able to give ourselves grace in healing, because it's not a neat, clean, tidy process. Healing is messy. Motherhood is messy. Being a human is messy. And expecting yourself to be perfect is an unnecessary burden. Nobody on this earth, I don't care what perception they're trying to give you on their Instagram feed, nobody is perfect. Nobody's life is perfect. They can try and make it look perfect on their Instagram feed or on their social media feed, wherever that may be, but their life is not perfect. And comparing you and your life to them is comparing apples and oranges. They're not the same. And so giving yourself grace, taking a moment, breathing, looking at your surroundings, acknowledging where you're at and the situation that you are in is key to moving forward and creating the life that you actually want and healing from your trauma and breaking those generational trauma cycles. You have the power to change this, Mama. And I know it's hard, but you can do it. You can do it. So that's your pep talk for this week. And if you need more support, my DMs are always open. My email inbox is always open. Feel free to schedule a Mended Mama heart-to-heart. It's a complimentary coaching call, essentially. And I can help you out in letting go of the need for perfection and learning how to give yourself grace, because that's huge. All right, Mama. I will see you again in the next episode. Keep pushing through. You are a powerhouse, and I want you to know that. So have a great day. Bye-bye.
Welcome to Mamahood After Trauma, where healing and mamahood intersect. I'm Emily, your host. Join us as we discover practical strategies to nurture ourselves with kindness and understanding. Stay tuned for insights and inspiration to support you on your path of healing and growth. Let's dive in together. This is Mamahood After Trauma.